Bam. Come around here. You can make your mind which way you're gonna go. I don't know how good he's hooked. Alright guys, I'm on a dock here. We're on spawn, post spawn here. I just made a video about some crappie going post spawn. Bait fell out of his mouth, see there? that's why I know a bunch of them. That's a Blue Boy Tadpole Jr. He's about, that fish is right at probably 11 inches. It's a nice fish, guys. There's a blue crane that has a nest here behind me. So if y'all hear me drop my head, start the boat and take off, it's because there's a blue crane after me. I done heard him get after some critter a while ago that he was throwing a fit. They nest in colonies too. You know, usually the nest is 2 or 3 nests together in the same area. But he been throwing a fit there this morning because I was fishing this cove round behind him, guys. I made a video back there and I just pulled out here just now. I don't have a lot of time this morning, so I'm trying to make a couple fast videos. It rained all day yesterday. My son's coming up this evening. His bluegrass band is playing in North Carolina, but they're only playing, as a crow flies, they're only playing about 8 miles from here. But by road, you got to drive down, cut back, go to the interstate, go back across. You know how that is. Because you got to go around the lake, see? Anyway, and last time he played down there, probably 6 months ago at this Opry House, I went and watched it, and the wife stayed home with his dog. He's got a little Pomeranian that's about 7.5 pounds. He don't like leaving home by himself all that time, and he's gonna stay tonight. So to stay, this time I'm staying with the dog, and I got baits to bag, guys. I got 2 trays of baits. It's no big deal. I told him that's fine. I got stuff I need to do anyway. And I'll stay with the dog, and she's gonna go watch the show. Her and a friend of hers. Post spawn is a great time, okay, to downsize. This Tweety Bird Jr., this Tadpole Jr., and the Tweety Bird. I just made a video with the Tweety Bird, okay, are excellent for downsizing. The Stinger Jr. is fine too, okay. In fact, I got a bunch of them. Y'all can buy them out because, like I said, I'm not making any more of those. We're gonna switch body shapes shortly on that one. As soon as they come out with 1.5 inch LC shad in that, we're gonna get it. When we get it done, we're gonna switch. Don't be afraid to downsize after the spawn and for a little while after the spawn. The fish are sluggish. They're eating. They'll grab something smaller sometimes before they will something bigger. Not all the time. When your lake, it might be opposite, but I can tell you, on the average, they'd rather have a bite size. And I'm using a 1/32 ounce head. I'm using that because it sinks slower, okay, moves slower, makes it easier for them to grab a hold of it, makes it an easy meal for them. Bam. And guys, you know, post-spawn fish can be a little sluggish. That's why downsizing works sometimes. They don't put a lot of energy out, making beds, whatever it takes, laying eggs. So sometimes they get a little sluggish. I'm not saying they won't hit something. You might catch them on the 3-inch minnow today, my 3-inch minnow, but I like to go just a touch smaller, the 1.5 inch. And guys have been talking about that a lot too. Oh, I done double hooked him. Y'all hooked him on the outside, and it comes back into him again. Almost impossible to get out, isn't it? He wasn't gonna throw it, was he? There you go. That's a nice fish too, guys. Ice. That's the ice color, okay? Ice, guys, is a white with blue highlight in it, okay? It gives it a blue shine on the outside. It's got blue flake. I add blue flake to mine instead of just black. It's got black blue flake in it and silver. Can you see that? So it's a little different than monkey milk, okay? I reckon it's my take on monkey milk. I try not to copy these other bait companies. Y'all notice all mine have something different about them. Somebody told me the other day, somebody commented, said, oh, I love the blue moon color. I'm doing so good on it. They said, and I like it better than Bobby Garland's. Well, you know why? It's different from Bobby Garland's. I made it different. I think my spot lock kicked off. It did. And it's because I got the remote in my hand and I probably hit it. It's different because the back is a neon blue, okay? And I put a green highlight in it. Yeah, it's got a green tint to it on the outside of it. It's a green highlight. Highlight means when you turn the bait, it'll have that color on the outside skin of it. It's a skin color, right? And I put green highlight in it. Gives a little green tint as you spin it. And it's got blue, green, purple flake in it. I haven't looked that close to Bobby Garland's bluegrass color. I've caught fish on it. It's a great color. That's why I wanted to cut something close to it. But see, I make my stuff different. His don't have all those flakes in it, and he doesn't use a neon blue, and he don't use a highlight in his. His is just like a baby blue, like a Duke blue, you know, Duke ball players blue. Y'all somebody going boo, boo. Damn, next cast. That's like a sunfish. No, it's a small crappie. He's fighting like a sun perch. He's going around in circles, shaking his head. That's a little male. He might not be done to spawn. He just finished. Pretty, buddy. Okay, killer color. Now, I don't know if I said this or not. The first one I caught was on Blue Boy. Okay, the first one was Blue Boy. This is killer. Last one was ice. Let's switch again. I almost thought I was gonna have to put this 2-pound test to the real test. This one went around the dock post back there. I went, oh boy, I'm gonna have to get rough on this one to get him out. So I just started pulling. Figured either break my line or I'm gonna get him out. They're way back under there. Well, that's a nice fish too. Bam. That's a nice fish, guys. No wonder he was fighting so hard and then get a dock post too. Didn't hurt my line. This is Bass Pro Shop 2-pound test, guys. It's tough. It's as tough as 4. There you go. That's a nice fish. That is the spark color. Yep, spark. Okay, now I've caught them on quite a few colors, haven't I? All right. And it took 2 casts that time. There you go. I thought he was a baby. He was coming right at me. Oh, he got off right there, guys. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I caught a fish on this. I caught a bass first cast. This is the 3rd cast with. This is a new color, guys. I'm going to throw this in the video. I don't know how I'm going to play with this color yet. I'm wearing him out here. Make sure I got him hooked good. Don't know how I'm going to use it. It's a highlight color in blue. You take blue or black. I done black for the first time, and I made some bass baits with it yesterday playing around before I come in from the shop. Yeah, let me show y'all how bright it is. Bam. Woo! Hurt your eyes, hurt your eyes. That's a pretty fish too. He's about 10 inches. And I used black, and it tells you on the directions to use black first and then add the highlight, okay? If y'all can see, it's got little green sparkles all over it. That's part of the highlight. The highlight has this real fine, it's not a coloring, it's a real fine dust, okay? It's kind of like, y'all watch Chris Jones, some of you do, World's Worst Fishing. He uses this car thing, like metallic. And you know how you paint a car metallic? We used to do it a lot back in the 70s and 80s, guys. People would paint their Corvettes candy apple red and had this metallic paint in it. And you walked up to it and it would flash orange and reds and stuff, real fine in it, right? That's what this is. This is like a metallic paint job on this bait. It's blue though, and I put the metallic green in it, and so it made it look like it kind of pearlized it, right? But when I see the little green flakes all over it, y'all probably don't in the camera. But anyway, there you go. And I'm not sure how I'm going to use it. I made these Tadpole Juniors yesterday. That's the only baits I shot in it. It was Tadpole Juniors. I mixed some up. And when it's liquefied in the cup, guys, it never looks the same as it does once you shoot a bait in it. I shot the Tadpole Junior mold one time. I just mixed up a little bit in the cup, just a little bit, like 1/4 of a cup. And let it cool, and I went back, picked them up. I went, oh my gosh, my mind's rambling. I couldn't go to sleep last night. I was thinking, how could I use that color? I got on, looked at molds. Yep, see, when something like this happens, it costs money. I got on, started looking at molds. What mold I think that color would look in, because I'm thinking about another swim bait mold. So I found another swim bait mold. It's 2.5 inches. I want to go a little bigger. And it's in the style of a Kitech of my Fry, 1.5 inches, but it's 2.5 inches. I just like that style. And I'm thinking of that with this color back and a chartreuse belly. As I got online looking, they make this stuff in quite a few different colors. And they make it in one that looks like it's a gold or a chartreuse. So it's expensive, but I think I'm gonna order me a jar of that and put that in the chartreuse and see if it does the same effect and make a swim bait in this color. I think it would make a great swim bait, and if that looks good, we'll make that in a swim bait in the LC shad and go from there. All right, that's why I play with new colors, guys. All right, bam. All right, guys. Caught another one. I'm gonna tell y'all, y'all notice I caught fish now in multiple colors here. And a lot of people say color don't make a difference. I caught them on, I got one more color I'm gonna show you, but I'm gonna put an outro here. I got a new color I'm gonna try. I might not catch anything on it, because it's pretty wild. This is winter. Right, I got tail colors, guys, and flukes, Willowtails, and Tadpole Juniors, right? I got hot perch, winter, candy, herring. Okay, decent little fish. He's about 10.5. This is the winter color. Okay, now I'm throwing. I got blue boy somewhere. I don't know why I dumped. Oh, here it is. I dropped it on the floor. And look, blue boy had a chunk messing out of it right there. The nose didn't feel that right. Can y'all see that? Yeah, fish didn't care. I caught fish on it. That's what I'm telling you. I don't put these, these not gonna go in your pack. I grab every bait like this, guys, and squeeze it and look at it if I put it in the pack. If you get one like that, it was pure accident, because I check them pretty close. But I throw these in my pack. The fish don't care. Killer, ice, spark, that's a Tweety bird. Ocean, I threw one in the ocean. I don't know what I'm doing with that either. Here it is. I throw them in the corners here there, guys. I put them in my remelt piles. Ocean and winter. Okay, hey, they all caught fish. Worked good. Okay, no problem. I did try one color that they didn't hit. I threw it about 6 times and they didn't hit it. I switched to this color and caught one of the first casts. So that's how I started this clip. Sometimes color does make a difference. There's one color that I couldn't get them to hit. They wouldn't even bump it. Every other color I caught them the first or second cast. Okay. Appreciate y'all, guys. Tadpole Junior. You got to match the color to what you're doing. Sometimes you got to look at your watercolor, how bright the sky is. You know, all that makes a difference. Sometimes even the bottom composure of the lake can make a little bit of difference. All right, on color choice. But if you stay with those basic colors I just showed you, you're going to catch fish on it. If your lake has clear water, you're not going to go wrong with this one. Ice, flash, killer. Okay. You're not going to go on with blue boy. And if you got some color, again, this one's good in stain water because you got that chartreuse tail. Spark, sunshine, you're not going to go wrong with those colors, guys. Brim, if you got some stain water. Now, Donnie, he's down in Louisiana. He says the brim color and the hot perch, the brim with the chartreuse tail, works really good for him. Okay, because the water's so dirty. All right? And, hey, that's just the way it goes. And then if you're fishing real dirty water, you might want to go up to the LC shade. You might even want to downsize. But I would say downsizing would still help you in that real dirty water. The water here today is light stain, guys. We're about a foot down, is about as far as you can see. But I'm saying you get water you can't see, when you drop your bait in the water, you just can't see it at all at 6 inches. Best thing, stay home. No, you need to go to something to pretty bright, guys, or dark, black or something like that. And yeah, I have never fished this thing that bad. It got to be about 10, 12 inches here. Sam and I was on Kerr Lake. It was about 10-inch visibility, and we was catching them on creamy, blue mist, grenada bug. So there you go. You don't have to have orange on those days. Grenada bug and those kind of colors will do it too. Appreciate y'all, guys. See you next time. Fishing Lake Country.